What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today's episode, I'm pulling out of the archives. It actually dates back to September 2021. I never got around to producing this video for whatever reason. I was just getting started on YouTube, so I guess I just basically lost track of time. But anyhow, what occurred is my classic car insurance company sent myself and many others in this area an open house invite to a local racetrack. So what the intention was is to actually display the condos that were available for purchase. So essentially they're garages, you can outfit them however you like. And I wasn't anticipating the parade laps that they were having. So I'm actually going to show you guys what occurred on that open house invite at the local racetrack between the Condo Tour and the parade laps, and also show you how the 2003 Acura CL handled on the 2-mile road course. Now, from what I can recall, towards the end of the event, the brakes were letting me down in that car. That car's pretty heavy, so when I was actually braking hard, that brake pedal would just pulsate pretty heavily. So I think that was some brake fade right there. But anyways, that car, just wasn't really built for racetrack braking. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead, take a trip down memory lane. Okay, it's time to take some parade laps around this 2-mile road course with some other drivers. So we just went over the safety protocols. It's just misting a little bit with some light rain, but we're not going to go too crazy. They said max speed about 55 miles an hour. So this should be fun. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Okay, this is the first time I've been on a racetrack, let alone taking this Acura CL on the track itself. But this is a pretty fun road course. The road course is 2 miles long, and we're actually at a limited pace here. So I think the max speed, I took it to about 80 miles an hour on the final straightaway. So there is a Nissan SUV behind me and also a brand new Ferrari behind that. So we're basically just doing parade laps per se. There's a Chrysler Sebring in front of me and about a 65 Corvette. So I'm just basically following behind them. There's no passing allowed. So I'm on the main straightaway now, and 65 Corvette is departing now. So now it's just a Sebring. But you know, not many people get the opportunity to take their cars on the racetrack. They get to see it on television and, you know, hear about their friends talking about their adventures and whatnot. But you know, this is a pretty good sanctioned event right here, held on by Haggerty. So I'm pretty glad that I responded to their email about the invite. I think there was about 40 people that was supposed to show up, and only about 20 cars turned out due to the fact that there was overcast skies and there was some misting rain earlier. So a lot of folks with classic cars don't have actually functioning wipers, or they don't want to take their frame off or stored, you know, classic car that just finished, you know, through the rain. I can understand that. So it's a pretty fun event. I'm here on the straightaway going now, and right behind that Sebring, and taking the car up to 80. And I guess that Ferrari has departed. Haven't seen him in my rearview mirror. Now, in regards to the handling of this car, this is a pretty heavy car. This is the 3.2 Acura CL 6-speed. Now, as far as the car setup here, the only thing that this car has different from the factory is it's got a short throw shifter made by P-Spec. It's got metal shifting bushings to improve the feel of the driving experience. And then it's got 18 by 7.5 RDX wheels. And choosing the tires, I went with the 235/40/18 Michelin all-season performance tire. And the tires have held up pretty well on this track, going through all the curves. It's not howling or not squealing, so I'm pretty happy with the performance level and comfort level on these tires as well. So I guess the skills that you learn in video games of hugging the corners and not breaking into the turns, you know, kind of pays off doing these little parade laps. But we're not doing too crazy. Going into the final stretch here again. I'm right behind this Chrysler Sebring. So it looks like he is leaving, so I'm going to try and catch everyone here. Let's see what we can do here. Straight away I got to 90, that's not bad. Nice one up and straight. And we're approaching a curve here, so starting a little braking early. Nissan SUV is starting to catch up as I'm braking. I'm not braking too hard. I want to have brake fade here. Let's see if I can catch the group. I don't know if I can, but I'm not going to try and push myself. But that Chrysler Sebring, he was going his own pace, you know, understand that. You know, you drive your own comfort level on these tracks. So I don't know where the rest of them, I see the group. Let's see if we can catch them. Okay, I see the Corvette. Corvette's about, I don't know, 200 yards in front of me. So we'll see if we can catch up to the Corvette at least. It's pretty nice that the classic 65 Meteor Corvette decided to go on the track. A lot of these classic car owners don't want to track their vehicles, and I can understand that, you know. Risk of crashing or brakes malfunctioning, or, you know, the handling is just not as sharp as newer cars per se. All right, final stretch. Let's take this thing to VTEC here. Drop down the second gear. Yeah, Nissan's way back there, about 95 miles an hour. So you just gotta be comfortable on your own pace. Here comes a turn, so I'm starting to brake. Downshift in the third. Dive in the turn early. Corvette's long gone. I don't know if I can catch him. And this is a front-wheel drive heavy car, so, you know, he's got the advantage of, you know, the V8 plus rear-wheel drive. Looks like that Nissan's caught up to me. Maybe I'm just a slow driver, but you know, drive my own pace. It's all that counts. Not trying to break any speed records here. Hanging about 35, 40 miles an hour through certain turns, and you know, these tires are holding pretty well the pavement. So no crumbs there. I'm actually caught up to that mid-year Corvette. He's probably just chilling. I don't blame him. Wouldn't want to damage that nice car. Alright, he's pulling off. Let's see if I can get a camera in and lift the rearview mirror. See the rest of the pack about 300 yards in front of me, a few curves ahead, but the session's probably almost over with, so I might not be able to catch them, but that's okay. You know, just drive your own comfort level. I'll keep in mind this is a heavy front-wheel drive car, even though I've changed the tires to a wider track and more grippy tire than what came on this. It's got its limitations, so you know, one wrong move, you're off the track and you can damage your car. Got straightaway coming up. Drop it down a second so we can hit B-Tech. Well, looks like everyone's pulling off. Okay, second session is over with. That was pretty fun. Alright, break time. It's probably gonna be one more session before we have lunch, so let the car cool down a little bit. And there we have it. The open house tour of the local racetrack courtesy of my classic car insurance company. I must say, I'm pretty glad I made the drive down there. Had a great time, met a few cool folks. Also, actually enjoyed touring those condos, having a free lunch, and of course the parade laps. Now, regarding the 2003 Acura CL 6-speed Type S, I think it handled pretty well on the racetrack. However, I don't think it's designed for racetrack usage simply because it's a heavy car and the brakes are just underrated. So I felt a lot of pulsating brakes towards the end of the event, you know, with the brakes being overheated. So other than that, I think it's a great car. Sadly, I went ahead and sold that car for my Toyota Tacoma, but you know, it's a phenomenal car. Anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.